All right, pregame thoughts, Padres and the Giants, the final matchup between these two teams of 2023. Sean Manaea is going to be on the mound for the San Francisco Giants. So an old friend that the Padres will be able to face tonight. Juan Soto in the lineup, the big four in the lineup. So Manny's back in there. He is DHing after having the night off yesterday. I'm going to have Manny be my Underdog Fantasy pick for today. Usually when he comes back off of a day off with all this elbow stuff that he's dealing with, the tennis elbow, I thought he should have already gotten surgery, but you already know my thoughts on that, blah, blah, blah. Usually when he comes back, he has a pretty good game, if I remember correctly, just based off of memory. So I'm going to go Manny with my Underdog Fantasy pick today. And by the way, Underdog, they're doing something special here, and it's not forever, so go do it now. Code Talking Friars, or click the link in the description. Usually you get a deposit match for free up to $100 on your deposit. So if you deposit 80 bucks, you'll actually have 160 to spend, 80 times 2, right? But they're doing it actually up to $500. So if you want to deposit, I believe that's what they're doing now. For a limited time, you deposit, let's say like 200, right? You'll have 400 to spend. So utilize that. If you have not used my code already, please utilize that. Click the link in the description for that. But yeah, tonight, Padres Giants, last matchup at Oracle Park between these two teams this year. We're just at the point, right, where, yeah, the Padres, they haven't been mathematically eliminated, but if you've been watching me, you know that I've thought that this season has been over for a while now. So I'm just kind of at the point where just waiting for this season to end to see what potential moves will be made by this Padres organization, who is going to be making these moves. A lot to discuss on the show tonight about what moves could be made and just what's happening in Padres land, so feel free to join that live stream after I put out my post-game reaction. After tonight's game, I'll be live on YouTube for the regular series reaction and then talking about some other Padres topics. But yeah, tonight, Matt Waldron on the mound for the Padres. What should I expect? I want to say that I'm not expecting him to pitch as well as he pitched these last couple times, but I believe I said before his last outing that I didn't think he was going to pitch as well as he pitched in Oakland, but he pitched pretty well his last time out. He's using the knuckleball more, and I'm totally on board with that. Like, if it's working, don't try to fix it, right? If it ain't broke, don't try to go fix it. So keep throwing that knuckleball. Night game in San Francisco. Maybe he's going to have some more success tonight. And, you know, the Giants, they're a team that they don't have a consistent lineup out there. And that's part of why some fans, some just people around baseball are frustrated with the San Francisco Giants. And that could play to Matt Waldron's advantage, is that there's not a bunch of, well, they just don't have a bunch of superstars to begin with. But there's maybe some guys that they're trying to put in there based off of matchups. But Matt Waldron is not just the typical right-handed pitcher. You know, he's different. It's a knuckleballer. He has some other pitches, and he has a fastball that will look like probably 97, 98 to some guys, because they're probably waiting for that knuckleball to come, and a fastball high comes, you know. So we'll see what happens there. Interesting matchup, obviously, Manaea and Waldron. Padres Giants, and then the Padres, they have an off day, and then they go to Chicago for what probably is going to be a meaningless series between the Padres and the White Sox. Padres, they are still alive technically as I am recording this. The Miami Marlins, they lost. They had to win, I believe, both games of the doubleheader today for them to control, like, the Padres being eliminated. If the Cubs win or the Padres lose, I believe that means that the Padres will be officially eliminated. But as of now, they are not. So technically, it's one of these where it's actually a must-win game, but those must-win games happened, you know, weeks ago if the Padres really wanted to control things, right?